prison sentence wasn't enough to keep Sherman Tate behind bars.
And if his name sounds familiar, it's because he was just in the news last month. Tate is a former youth mentor convicted of sodomy.
Fox 10 News reporter Renee Dials set out today to find out why Tate is back out on the streets.
Sherman Tate was taken to jail in February after his conviction and sentencing for sodomizing 2 young girls he was paid to mentor through the Strickland Youth Center. But the 39-year-old is no longer behind bars. He's out of jail and running a business on Facebook. We found posts on his Facebook page selling handbags and jewelry and advertising an adult prom coming up next month. It was a big surprise to Assistant District Attorney Nikki Patterson, who worked to convict Tate.
He's been convicted of having had illegal sexual contact with 2 students who were underage and for whom he was placed in a position of trust.
Patterson found out about Tate's release when she started getting calls from confused citizens.
And then I started receiving calls from the community, people telling me that, they had seen him making, statements in church, and he was on Facebook, and he was selling tickets to various things and, appearing all over the community.
So how did a convicted felon get out of jail less than 1 month after his conviction?
Alabama law says you are absolutely not allowed out on an appeal bond if you have a sentence of more than 20 years. But if you're sentenced to anything under 20 years, an appeal bond is in the discretion of the judge.
Patterson says with Tate getting out of jail so quickly, she's concerned about the message it sends to the victims of his crime as well as others.
I think when someone is convicted of a jury of crimes of this nature that are serious and that violate the trust of the community, and they're sentenced to something like 8.5 years in prison, that people expect that they're going to prison.
But the assistant DA says there's nothing she can do to change the situation. She only hopes the appeal comes up soon. In Mobile, I'm Renee Dials, Fox 10 News.
We did try to contact Judge John Lockett, who issued the appeal bond. He was on the bench today, and we were not able to reach him.